And is it recording? I think it is. Yes, it is. All right. Hello, hello. About to start in a couple minutes. Let's get this shared out to Facebook and all that. First time live streaming with my new cushion for the lumbar support and all that. Get that going and cushion for the lumbar. You turn off. All right, share to whatever that is. LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Blogger, everything. Your tweet has been sent. Publish post. Alright, make sure I get everything going. Do 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 do. Get that going. Please work. Don't crash. And everything explodes into a million pieces. Hope we're good. There it is. And give it another minute. All this, you go away. Oh, on that. Where was it? Was I looking? Damn it! I was just on it. Oh, that I remember. Try. Was there email? Hotmail. Alright. Well, let's do this. Nope. No, not you. I need this screen. Yay, I have 1,000 windows open. Alright, let's start. She quickly hangs up, leaving me to wolf down my breakfast. Oh, because we gotta be at the school in 15? I think. Yep, I jog to school just as the sun begins to creep into the sky, washing the chilly night air with a hit of warmth. Akira is waiting by the front gate, eyes fixed on her shoes. Once again, I'm stricken by how empty the entrance is. Oh, Colonel. Morning. Morning. I noticed her unusual reaction, but decided to let it go. Cafeteria? Yeah. She leads me the way to the school dining hall, her footsteps heavy against the brick pathway beneath our feet. Ba-dum, 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 ba-da-da-da-dum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. The large, extravagant room is remarkably empty. Only a few early stragglers are scattered around the corners, scrolling idly through their phones or bobbing their heads to music. Akira leads me to a table near the wall, settling in a cushioned chair with her arms resting lightly on her knees. Can I ask you something, Colonel? What? Why did you come? Well, I know you're jerking. I mean, what? Why did I come? What kind of question is that? You seem awfully torn up about something. And that's why you came? I guess. You're upset. I want to talk to you. But what about Rui? Huh? You're worried about her, right? She is, after all, your one true... I can only snort. Terrible. Sound like Darkseidfield. She's my friend, if that's what you mean. And you honestly don't feel anything for her? Not romantically. Yes, you do. We're supposed to be talking about her and Rui, not me and Rui? What is it? We fought. The words are so plain and direct that it takes me a moment to process. After the impromptu drum performance, she was really upset. From the performance? Hey, that would have been nice. But no. I tell you why, Colonel, but then I'd have to kill you. She rapidly switches between saying something deathly serious and saying something flippant. I'm not sure how to react to her words. Right? And... Ooh, new email, I think. There it is. Yeah, you went through. Awesome. Oh, no. Wrong. God, I hate having those things on. Alright. And war was to be had. We turned against one another, brother against brother, and mother against mother. The words are harsh. The strikes were unclean, and neither claimed victory. While imagination seems to be getting the better of her, from what I can tell, she and Rui just had a terrible argument. So, what happened? Her forces fled and did not return. 5 hours and a half an hour. That's a weird way of saying 5.5 hours. We lay in wait, readying our weapons for the moment when they would once again lay siege to our fortress. But that time never came. You waited 5.5 hours for her to come back? Poot, you're so unimaginative, Colonel. On the contrary, I'm pretty sure that Akira has a little too much imagination. It borderlines on delusion. I won't judge her, though. Not today. If anything, her scenarios seem to be a coping mechanism. Why didn't she tell you she was going home? Was the argument that terrible? It lasted for 70 years and resulted in billions of casualties. So it must have been pretty terrible. Interesting. I never witnessed Akira and Rui in a fight. With their similar personalities, I would have thought that they would try to solve things peacefully. Still, you're worried about her. You're a good friend. No. No, I'm a terrible friend. I'm just like a politician. I'm too scared to do anything directly, so I became a liar to get what I want. A harsh self-criticism is enough to unsettle me. Perhaps it's simply my inner nature to be contradictory and devil's advocate, but I want to counter everything she has to say. An actual terrible friend would never say that. So you may say, this isn't anything new, Colonel. I can't seem to help anyone, not as myself, not as Shadowbell, not as a dragon. My brain suddenly makes a connection and finally understands something. Is that why you try so hard to be different? Different people change the world, Colonel. Aren't you just lying to yourself? She smiles sadly and adds her pain to her lips. If I can help just one person, what does it matter? Then again, it looks like I can't even do that. Aww. She totally stands, nodding quietly at me. Thanks for the talk, Colonel. Time to get to class. Let me walk you. No, I'll be fine. Tries out of the cafeteria without explanation. Frozen for a moment, working to process everything that I've learned. I'd always known that there was more to Akira than just crazy fun-loving thespian, but never expected to catch the glimpse that I did. Maybe we have more in common than I originally thought. Perhaps. Perhaps not. Who knows? Shadow knows. I returned to the classroom in a daze, pondering this new turn of events. Hey, why don't you work? Click. There we go. Even though I'm only slightly early, the classroom is already at full attendance. I guess with the curfew, in fact, there isn't much to do except come to class on time. You sure? Ooh. Sorry. I turned to the door. Yaku was standing in the entryway, speaking quietly with the stocky boy from yesterday. Haru Banya. I mean, what if you're right? Then we'll be darn glad that I decided to talk when I did. Maybe you shouldn't try this. Not yet. Why do you keep trying to stop me? 3 people, Haru. 3 people who were at the first meeting are gone. Uh-oh. First meeting? First meeting of what? That's why I need to talk to her. Today. But, you know the rumors? Soji talked with him and he's fine. Be careful, dude. Heh. When am I not? Haru nods in farewell and disappears down the hall. Yaku agitedly rubs at his hair as he takes a seat. Better choose my words carefully. Who the f was that? Huh? Oh, Haru. He's a club member. Club member? The best club on earth, of course, the Happy Club, making people happy since 2018. Oh, yeah, the Happy Club. I always thought it sounded like the stupidest thing in existence, but something dawns on me. What do you do in the Happy Club? I'd always assumed that it was something to do with alcohol or gambling, but... Why, we make depressed people happy, of course. Taking it back at the sudden display of altruism. Why? Why not? Not because he wants the undying loyalty of future minions? Not because he wants to have a statue erected in his honor? I want to ask more, but the teacher promptly strides to the classroom, rapping her pointer against the nearest table. The students quietly assemble. 3 people who were at the first meeting are gone. Could Yahiko have been talking about his club? 3 of the victims attended the Happy Club? What about the first 2 deaths before the Happy Club was even founded? Could they have a link to Yahiko? Could Yahiko know anything about the murders? He is the murderer! Maybe. Doubt it. Ah, you're looking particularly attentive today, Yama. Would you like to answer this question? Look up to the board. Terrifyingly large picture of What the fuck? Placed in the center, marking me through the gaps in the limbs and crimson bloodbath. My mind runs blank. No, 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 no. Yama! Close my eyes shut, shaking the image on my head. A second look shows that the picture is just an artist's interpretation of the Samu flag. No bodies. No blood. Just brown and red. The hell was that? 5 points deducted for lack of participation. Elizabeth? Elizabeth! Yes, ma'am. The flag, officially adopted during Mayor Inori's first mandate, represents the ideal that anyone can succeed with hard work, regardless of background, status, or upbringing. Thank you. Goodness gracious, I don't know what is going on with everyone today. Right, well, let's proceed. The flag is a proud symbol that has been acknowledged even by... I pull out of her lecture, disinterested as my classmates secretly pass messages via their hacked dust tablets. Push my own tablet on, but wince at the bold 10 digits that greet me in reply. Don't say that to me, say that to him. We'll close the application. Mine is a mess throughout the remainder of class. Thinking about Shoji, thinking about the crimes, it's just too much. Lunch could not have come sooner. Surprisingly, Yahiko turns to me when the final bell rings. Hey, wanna grab some lunch with Masato and me? Kinda feels like it's been a while. Now that he mentions it, it really does. I almost don't remember the last time that the 4 of us had lunch together, assuming Muri joins us. I want to, I really do. I don't know if I can talk to Masato after yesterday's exchange. I think I'll pass for today. You sure? Yeah, thanks for the invite, though. Okay. It's just, you know, dude, I feel like I haven't seen you in a long time. Sorry. Heck, some days I feel like I haven't seen me in a long time. Well, there's always room for the more minions if you feel like joining. I'll keep that in mind. Yelbert skips out of the classroom, whistling beneath his teeth. Between his teeth. Beneath? Really? A few days ago, I would have considered it completely natural. Now, it looks forced to me. I leave to get some lunch, ignoring Miss Saki's concerned gaze. Oh, what she had to be concerned about? Let's find out. Right. After grabbing some takeout at the cafeteria, I settle in the courtyard, enjoying the fresh weather the best I can. Fairly empty. Most students prefer to eat in the cafeteria. The only point of interest is the small group of girls huddled in the back corner and examining the wall. Wait a minute. You're a freak. I can't believe they still let you come here. First Akane, now Soji. You must pay for this. I edge closer, trying to find a clean perspective between the bundle of heads. I catch a glimpse of red hair. Again? Really? Hey. The administration loves you, but we know the truth. We won't stop until we have justice. You should stop showing your dirty little face around here. How were those thumbtacks in your gym shoes? Did they give you an idea of the pain we feel? What the fuck is wrong with you people? No, she probably took them and saved them for her voodoo dolls. Ah, you're disgusting. Quite the biting words, Ari doesn't even bat an eye. She stares emptily at them, her hands folded neatly in front of her. Well, look at her, she doesn't even care. Are you even human? Do you feel nothing for the suffering of the others? I bet she enjoys it. It's probably her favorite pastime. What kind of sick parents keep a retard... Oh, wrong word, people. Don't use that word. I clench my hands as their words escalate to brutality. Ari isn't even lifting a finger to defend herself. Step in, of course. Screw this, no one deserves this kind of treatment. I step to the outer edge of the circle, keeping my voice flat. Innocent until proven guilty. Really seeing it now. The girls turn to me, surprise flickering across their faces. Oh, well, if it isn't the heartless bastard. Once I remarked, but managed to recover in time to hide it. And if it isn't the overbearing moron. Excuse me? Don't even have the guts to bully a girl half your height without backup. She colors rapidly as the others leap to her defense. We're not even bullying her, we're being fair. You can't talk, look what you did to Shoji. Because clearly, the best way to help a hurting friend is to hurt someone else. They completely disengage, Ari, circling around me. Ari's killed people, why are you taking her side? I bet he likes her. Yeah, he took her side last time too. Only absorb this calmly before I respond. Maybe Natsuki and Shiguri have ruined me for life. Aww. And you have concrete evidence of these Murders? I'm sure that geniuses like you would never stoop to accuse someone without standing. Well, whenever someone talks to her, they mysteriously disappear within the next few days. You 5 also talked to all the people who have disappeared, but the only things you've killed are brain cells. Try again. What? Are you deaf? Haven't you heard of all the rumors that she... Oh, I see. In the world of idiots, rumors qualify as concrete evidence. They stew silently, working to speak past their rage. I seize the opportunity to guide Ari out of the circle. Before we can leave, one of the girls steps in front of me with a hard look in her eye. You're taking the side of a monster. I turn her stare with equal frigidity. Until you have actual evidence, kindly refrain from increasing the amount of stupidity I have to hear. Ooh. We strut away as the girls gape after us. I'm stricken with equal parts triumph and guilt. Yes, I won. Yes, I defended Ari. How ironic that it had to be by the same method that I condemned. Using big, fancy words. We stop at the school rooftop, where I take a moment to absorb the fresh air. Ari walks in front of me and examines me closely, a quizzical tilt to her brow. You're like Shiguri. Yeah, I was. I scoff dryly. She frowns. Why did you stop them? Sunk into the nearest bench, she settles beside me. Because? A wry laugh wrenches from my throat. Why didn't you stop them yourself? Why did you stand there? Why did you just let them kill you inside? Even while I'm yelling, I already know the answer. Because it's easier. Easier to take the pain, easier to sit there, easier to let people call you a freak, a weirdo, a madman. Easier for you to blame yourself. Instead of answering my question, Ari wordlessly pulls something from her jacket, the play case, handheld gaming console for all stupid company name. Fetches it up after tapping wildly on the screen and hands it to me. Recognized as strategy RPG port of Code Do. Player versus player mode. You want to play against me? Tiny nod. Okay. Didn't know you'd played games much. I mean, apart from Left Alive and Fugu and all the games I've been too scared to play. I select Susumu Kurumuchi Mochi as my hero, leaving Le Rouge Le Prade for Ari, and start producing some basic units. Then I had my turn to pass the play case to her. Gonna keep letting them push you around like that? Ari taps the screen with blinding speed and hands it back. I don't care. Really? I can't see any of her units through the fog of war. Send out a recon scout as my heavy troopers slog behind. They're saying some crazy stuff. Think of it this way, if you let them get away with it, they'll treat other people the same way too. Ari ponders a little before making her move, but her fingers just as assured as before. No, they only target me, because they're dicks. Notice bewilderment that my recon unit has seemingly vanished into thin air. I guess that she destroyed it. Quickly, I capture a factory beginning to produce tanks. Why just you? She passes it back almost immediately. So it was because I have red hair. What? Therefore, ginger. She's not a ginger. I don't see freckles. Got one of her infantry troops in the woods and quickly annihilated it with my tank. Nothing else is in sight. That's an old joke. It's just an excuse to be mean to you. Alright, test the play case. I can hear an explosion and wince. Is it supposed to be a funny joke? My tank has vanished without a trace. I begin moving my forces towards the forest while stinging my hero across the edge of the map. No, it's a stupid joke and shouldn't have been made. I'll tell you a funny one if you like. My face. Smiles lightly, she returns the play case. I can't tell if she's smiling because she has surrounded my forces or she's excited to hear the joke. Send my hero through the fog of war. What does a clock do when it's hungry? It goes back for seconds. Ha ha. Wait for the punch on the hip, but Ari only freezes, considering the joke for a long pause. A clock can go back in time? But no, it's a pun. 4 seconds. 4 seconds. Going back for... Never mind. Nevertheless, Ari is smiling when she slips the play case to my hand. I'm left with just my final line of defense, but my hero finally reaches his intended destination. A special structure that doubles as my dual counter. How about this? A Mexican magician tells his audience he'll disappear on the count of 3. Counts uno, dos, and then disappears without a trace. I thought the stage magic was just an illusion. I can only chuckle to myself. As expected, she completely missed the point. She makes a move. I hear massive explosions! Oh, I won. What? I get to play case. Because I completely surrounded my base and are 1 turn away from capturing my headquarters. Not today, Le Rouge Le Parade. I triumphantly conquer the special objective with Susumu Kuromochi and activate my do. Table turn. I reverse the ratio of my soldiers to yours. My soldiers suddenly swap colors, leaving her with practically nothing. Even if it's the end of my turn, I know I have used my do well. She looks at my screen intently. I sit back and relax. Soon as she manages to kill a few of my soldiers, she's surrounded. Then she taps on the screen and smiles. Good. Reinforcements. What? Amy would look at the screen. My newly acquired soldiers still surround her character, but quite suddenly, from the other side of the screen, a small squad of soldiers has appeared. Normally, a few soldiers would be nothing, but my army is still with Leroux, and these new soldiers have a direct path to me. I blink and suddenly they're surrounding me. Susumu Kuromochi takes a couple down, but soon he's overrun. The words, Hector, Leroux, Laparde, jump to life on the screen, oddly cheery considering the game's genre. That was somewhat anticlimactic. What the? And she goes back to eating peaches, what she loves the most. So you're the master of video games. Got it. Smile wide and suddenly, is she happy with my compliment? I just understood the joke. What? 4 seconds. For seconds. I should have researched the one about the Mexican magician. Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, crap. Alright, it froze and then... Alright. I'm not sure if I'll ever understand this girl. You're pretty passionate about video games, huh? I enjoy them. Are there any kind you don't play? Bad ones. Makes sense. I mean, why would you play bad ones, right? I sure as heck wouldn't. Although I have from time to time. Terrible. Well, I guess I can't argue on that one. So, do you have a favorite game out of all the ones you've played? Hyper Fabio Brothers. Yay! That was a quick answer. Oh? Why that one? You fight against a bad guy who steals peaches. Princess Peach, ah. I'm not sure what I was expecting. So, what got you into video games anyway? You don't strike me as a gamer when I first met you. Then again, she didn't strike me as a singer, and look how well that turned out. They seemed fun, so I played some. They were fun. So, did someone just buy you a console and you decided, sweet, video games or something like that? Like, what was the first game you ever played? Cocaine accessories. Castles and creatures. Wait, isn't that that's a tabletop game, right? Old-fashioned, make your own stats, play with the party, go on adventures, all that stuff? We? How long? Standard table is 2 meters long. No, I mean, how many years have you been playing tabletop? Playing the Ari Hiraga is an unnaturally good exercise in creating complete sentences. Oh. Around 5 years. Stop hitting that button. I played a lot before I learned about video games. But don't you need... I quickly stopped myself. A group of friends? So I was going to say, but it sounds too cruel even for me. Never mind. I played with AI. Huh? AI, artificial intelligence. I know what it means, I was just surprised. Why? That's what was available. Available? Available where? At the, Hey! Turn synchronization. Haru Bunya is standing at the rooftop entrance, arms folded across his chest. Well, that was convenient. I need to talk to you, Hiraga. I glanced at Ari, looking for signs of discomfort. Her face is completely blank. Leave, Yama. Yes, ma'am. Voice is soft, and someone was expecting this encounter. You say so. Went to the door, but Haru grabs my shoulder, his eyes piercing in mine. Watch yourself. Releases me and continues to Ari as if he never said anything. So, is this what he meant earlier today? He was going to talk with Ari? Sounded like it. Clearly, both he and Yahiko believe the rumors about Ari being tied with the disappearances, but despite that, he's still talking with her. Just what could be so urgent to trump their fears? We've talked to her a lot and we haven't disappeared. So you guys are all full of shit. Shake off my apprehension and return to class, resolving to ignore his words. Afternoon classes are just as dreary as the morning ones, with one key difference. Yahiko is absent. Teacher seems relieved, if anything, when he catches the empty gap in the seating chart. Just about linguisticus with a heightened spark in his eye. Yahiko doesn't return for the rest of the day. Uh-oh. Between lessons, trying to bring myself to delete the number on my tablet. I can't do it. Dude, you saved his life. Call it even. If it feels like an eternity, classes finally end. Masato doesn't come. Rui doesn't come. Yahiko doesn't... Well, that's usual for her not to... Oh, wait. Alright, that's a bad joke. I'm still in the silence as my classmates hurry outdoors to savor their precious hours of freedom before the gates are closed. Elizabeth is one of them, marching away with her growing crowd of groupies. Misaki's the only one to drop by my desk. Have you seen Rui today, Yama? Rui? No. If anything, I should be asking about her presence. I haven't seen her in a while. I see. If you see her, please take care of her. Hard, long, passionately. Ooh, there's a good snap, crackling pop on my knuckles. What do you mean? She only sighs vaguely, a fur to her brow. Please. Then without another word, she turns and strides off, flicking her phone between her hands. Take care of Rui. Why? How? Hard. More questions. Fewer answers. This is getting ridiculous! Bah! I restlessly swing my backpack over my shoulder and head out of the classroom. If I'm not getting answers, I just have to find them myself. My first instinct is look for my friends from a very high vantage point. Shortly after arriving, I quickly realized it's a terrible instinct. Even if I had perfect eyesight, it's not like I can see through the buildings. What made me think that I could have found Rui from the rooftop? Just about to leave, but I catch a flicker of motion in the corner of my eye. Purple hair. Wavy purple hair. What a bloody prat! Yeah, that's definitely Elizabeth. Around the corner to the back of the part of the rooftop, the generally more isolated area. Sure enough, my favorite Brit is settled on the edge of the bench, nose shoved deep into the pages of a paperback book. Quickly realizes it is the popular dystopian series, The Famine Tourney. Hunger Games, Famine Tourney. Ah, I get it. Interesting. Didn't think she'd have time to read fiction between those textbooks of hers. Who's a bloody prat? Doesn't even glance up, clearly absorbing the print before her. This President Ash, I can't stand spammy gets like. Trails off, then slowly looks upward. You? She leaps to her feet, thrusting the book in front of her like a broadsword. Good day, Lizzie. Don't tell anyone. She quickly slides her books behind her, looking down. That was a delayed reaction. I'll take it to my grave, just like you being a barista. Great, I feel so comforted. You don't trust me? I'm hurt. Do you blame me? I want to bite back with a teasing remark, but my tongue is stiff in my mouth. Trust, a fickle thing. Elizabeth's brows furrow at my change of mood. She slowly closes the book, evaluating me for a long moment. Don't use that! Never use long moment in writing. It is terrible writing. A moment is a minute and a half. Do not use the wordings of long moment. Bad. Bad writing. Are you worried about the disappearances? For a second, I'm flabbergasted, almost like she read my mind. What? The main targets are Academy students. It's some cause for concern, isn't it? Oh, right. That wasn't exactly how I'd been thinking about the disappearances, but... Doesn't matter. People die, anyway. Dude, that's a bit cold. My. I see you have sky-high expectations of humanity. What can I say? I'm an optimist. She smirks slightly at this. It seems to soften the hard lines of her face. That prompts me to speak. You know, sometimes you're not that unbearable. Oh yes, I try to answer to your ever beck and call. I can tell from the encouragement you shower on me. Well, I'm known for my nurturing spirit. Buy people on cocaine and cocaine accessories? She actually giggles, expecting a chuckle from me. Getting along with Elizabeth? What's going on? Probably won't last, but maybe I should see where it goes. Yeah, why not? I don't have anywhere else to be. And honestly, this could be fun. Take a moment to glance over her stacks of tomes. Aside from the Famine Tourney, her selection seems to weigh on the mystery side. Works from Arthur Conan Doyle. Arthur Conan Doyle. Yeah, anyways. Dorothy Sayers, really? Agatha Christie? Oh, what was there? Then There Was None is a good book. Read it. Classic. And more. Also catch multiple outliers in the romance department. These your favorites? Hey, I've yet to decide. This genre is proving to be enjoyable so far, though. So, you don't know the endings? Grace Punter adjusts her gold glare. Don't you dare spoil them. Spoil them? Me? I would never. Pivot showed at the Famine Tourney. But you know, if I were you, I wouldn't trust that baker boy. Yama, I just said! And the archer girl, the main character, well, don't be too startled if she kills everyone else in order to win at the end. Stop it! And the little sister, she may or may not turn insane and become a serial killer. Fine! She promptly slams the book shut. Dude, that's a dick move. Let's back into the pile, drawing a fresh one. Looks like Arthur Conan Coils, the dogs of Gardermoon. Spoiler alert, the main character dies in the end. Again, she hastily turns the book and takes another one. Dorothy Sayers' Gaudy Night. Spoiler alert, the... Shush! Character end up hating each other's guts and swear to become eternal rivals. Are you going to keep doing this? She looks genuinely upset, so I quickly retract, lost of my humor. I was just making it up. You were? Want me to cross my heart? Hoping to die would be better. You must save the best for last, my dear. She snorts at this, shaking her head in disbelief. My God, you're exactly like... Her eyes shuffle away, sparking my curiosity. Former boy toy? Exactly like? Well, you know, Mr. Darcy, sort of, from Pride and Prejudice. God, that book is so long and dry. Not that you would know about that book anyway. Actually, I read it. You have? Surprise seems genuine rather than condescending. I decided to respect it. Why, certainly, Miss Bennet. I do consider myself to be well-read. Elizabeth strains her lips, twitching into a coquettish smile. It appears your considerations for one being well-read are substantially lower than the normalities of society, Mr. Darcy. Well, naturally, it is in accordance with the quality of my company. I beg your pardon? After all, dear Elizabeth, that poor Miss Bennet you would make. You are but half English. As for you, Mr. Darcy, you are twice as conceited as your original counterpart. Why, thank you. It is not to be thankful for. A proud man I may be, but I know where to place my gratitude. Is that place one that exists in this world? Naturally not. So I thought. This is actually fun. When Elizabeth loosens up, her wit and intelligence make for a playful combination. Not that she'd ever actually be Elizabeth Bennet, or that I would be Mr. Darcy. Mr. Darcy! After all, in the end, they fall in love. This thought sends me to shudders of revulsion. I have a small question for you, Mr. Darcy. What might that be, Miss Bennet? What brings you to the rooftop? Your undying beauty. She flushes brightly, even though I was just joking. You taint those words with your capriciousness. What? She quickly loses the mask of Elizabeth Bennet in her fervor. You can't say romantic things so easily. It loses its meaning. What, you think I meant it seriously? Well, no, but for example, she clears her throat and stares me dead in the eyes. I love you. Despite hating her, do I hate her? Yes, I hate her. I nearly flail backwards, my stomach turning over. What the heck? I didn't mean it, but you see? No matter your intent, words have power. And you tell me that you love me to justify this? Well, it's not like I bloody meant it. But she did. She's all, oh yeah, I want you. Dun dun dun. I want you so bad. And why'd you say it? Prove a point. See? You're riled up. That's exactly how I feel when people throw around words so casually. Wow, really butchered that one. Casually. And now I know why this girl can't handle a joke. Still, I guess to some extent it makes sense. I don't want to admit it, but her counter-argument is actually valid. So, that was why you were always on my case for throwing around my words. Hey, get back. Man, I really gotta stop pressing buttons that I don't even mean to press. One of these days I'm gonna hit the wrong one and the entire plan's gonna be destroyed. She clears her throat, protectively hugging the book to her chest. Honestly speaking, I didn't hate you. Really? Well, not at first. So, what traumatic event lost Her Majesty's favor upon me? Strangely enough, she ignores my mocking tone. Her gaze is deadly serious. Well, when... Right? Oh, that was unfortunate timing. I wait for Elizabeth to continue, but she immediately retracts, taking back into her book. Answer it. She doesn't really give me any options, so I take a look. Ruri? Please let it be Ruri, that she's okay. Ruri's okay. Yay! Hey, are you busy right now? I need some grunt labor. Labor. Get more of this mess. No! Courtyard, now. Don't tell her no. That was the closest to a civil conversation that I've gotten with Elizabeth. Well, Miss Bennet, it looks like duty calls. As you know, I have so many admirers to see. She snickers slightly. Oh, I would count on it. There are, after all, 70 million blind people in the world. Oh! High five. That's right, that was actually a possible comeback. Cheerio, Miss Bennet. Goodbye, Mr. Darcy. Don't come again. I will, Miss Bennet, just for you. Well, I shan't stop you if you wish to publicly humiliate yourself. I roll my eyes at her and shut the door, locking it behind me so she's trapped up there forever, setting my steps towards this academy courtyard. My pace is lighter than when I first had arrived. Unfortunately, my thoughts sober as I approached the courtyard. Why didn't Ruri contact me earlier? Where was Yahiko Ben? Or Masato? I guess that they all have their own lives. Rui's in Drama Club, Yahiko has his happy club. Masato, well, we're not exactly on talking terms. Dude, that's your fault. You should apologize. Besides, it's not like they're obligated to babysit me every day, logically speaking. Rui is like, ooh, got an email. You. Oh. No, go away. You, go away. Right. Whoa, what the hell was that? Alright, back to this. Rui is leaning against 3 humongous suitcases by the nearest bench, biting her lip furtively as she twines her fingers in her skirt. Oh, good. You came. I see how it is. You only call me when it's convenient for you. Bitterness in my tone is only half joking. Rui doesn't seem to notice this. Hey, you're the one who hasn't joined any clubs. I curb my tongue at this comment. No matter how much I'd like to snap back, she's right. It's my own fault. So what's this all about? I'm going back home for a while. Aww. What? Where'd this come from? Although, just from Akira's words earlier, I think I know why. I mean, I'll still come to school every day and everything. It's just, you know, a little commute. Notice that she blatantly dodges the question. It's a 1-hour commute to the other side of town. Well, on the bright side, it's less... Aww. It is less time with me, with Masato, the Yaga, with anyone. She feels painfully distant. Really, though, it'll be nice to spend some time with my parents. You might want to consider doing the same. My house is 3 hours away, Rui, and, I don't know, entirely different city. City. You haven't called in a while, have you? Only shrug. I don't hate my parents. In fact, if anything, it's the opposite. I hate to cause any more trouble than I already have. Better leave them in peace and quiet. Well, we should go. If I miss my train, I'm stranded here. For a wild, reckless moment, I'm seized with the impulse to make her stay. Not that I actually do it. Let me guess. You need to carry the luggage. Well, isn't that what friends are for? What kind of friends do you have? She playfully bumps my shoulder, but it feels foreign. Stilted. Really? Really nice ones? That'll help an innocent maiden with her luggage, right? I grab 2 of the suitcases and pull them by their handles. They drag against me, protesting with weight. What do you have in here? Bricks? Your brain. Aw, it's so big. You mean it's so dense. I chuckle at this. Rui smiles shyly, pulling the remaining suitcase alongside me. Thanks, Yama. Dude, just confess your love and then she can stay with you. We head to the main street in silence, staring everywhere but at each other. It's not until we've settled at the bus stop when I find myself with words. I restlessly tap my fingers against the worn metal zippers of her case, searching my thoughts. Why'd you call me instead of Masato? He's the kind of guy you'd want for this. I don't think so, because he confesses love to me. Anyways, Masato must be busy with track and honor society, and yeah. He shouldn't have time to notice little things like this. Her answers only cultivate more confusion. In a way, you're moving back home. This isn't exactly little. Well, still. It's distracting, and weird, and honestly unattractive. Am I speaking the same language as anyone else at this school? Well, people, I would have thought I could at least understand Rui. I'd grown up with her. I knew her. Heck, in some ways, I knew her better than I knew myself. Can she change that much in just 2 days? Look, Masato's your friend, and you're moving. That's all there is to it, right? Clearly, I'm getting nowhere with this. Where's Yahiko? Rui relaxes slightly at this abrupt change of topic. Busy. How busy? Who knows? Probably just wanted to skip out on helping or something. I want to inquire further, or at the very least, hear about the exchange between him and Haru. Oh, we arrived at the subway station just then, cutting our conversation short. Aww. The platform is hauntingly empty. The orderly benches are completely free of cigarettes, gum, or scraps of paper. It's as if they've never been sat on. Furthermore, the only person in sight is the attendant at the ticket booth, and he's currently snoring. In a way, it makes sense. Not only is this a minor station, but Osamu is known for its strength of security and prosperity. Why would anyone want to leave that? No, it's still strange. The platform had some pretty decent traffic when we were heading to District 8 the other day, but now it's completely empty. Maybe this is a quiet spell before rush hour. Is it really reasonable? Come to think of it, how is the city reacting to the disappearances? I live in a bubble where the only reactions I see are the ones of fellow students. I have no clue what the common office worker is thinking, or the common housewife, or the common fast food worker. Is the city afraid? Am I just looking too much into this? Really quiet, tugs my sleeve, clutching her pre-bought tickets in her hand. This place gives me the creeps. Didn't you go home yesterday night? Oh gosh, don't remind me. I swear there was a zombie were hiding in the corner. Boo! Aw, don't scare her. Eek! I burst into laughter as she leaps away, flailing her arms wildly in my direction. Yama! Well, see any zombies? I wish Miki were here. She could return the favor with, oh, I don't know, a little scare. Scare? Say, an innocent little boog. Don't you dare. Or maybe a big, hairy spider with huge eyes and pinchers that click together as it... Come here. I lunge towards her. She darts further down the platform, giggling lightly, falls to the tracks, gets hit by the train, and everyone dies. The end. I bolt towards her, but a sudden shadow darts across the edge of my vision. Get away from me. What? A short Rui also grinds her halt. The 2 academy students are parading across the platform on the opposite side of the track, moving between the columns and jumping over benches in their haste to... To what? First, I think they're just having a casual race, but when the second student crashes into a trash can and plants into the ground, President didn't spare him a glance. It's Yahiko! She gestures to the student who just took a nasty fall. I look again, stomach dropping as I recognize the familiar head of blonde hair. Yahiko? What's Yahiko doing here? Uh oh, the music is changing. Music's changing. He's struggling to pull himself to his feet, clutching at his ribs. His face is twisted in a way that I've never seen before. Harsh angles and contorted lines that make him look like a completely different person. The other boy, who's currently halfway down the platform, is bony and pale with brown hair that hangs over his eyes. It's Soji. Soji and Yahiko? What are they doing here? Isn't Soji supposed to be missing? If, of course, the words of Irie's bullies can be trusted. Why are they running? What's going on? I said, get away! Soji, don't be like this. I hear the faint blare of incoming train. No, 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 no! I know what you're trying to do. I know who you are. You're too close, Shoji. Reed bolts forward, but I catch the glint of the train and snag the collar of her jacket. Don't, you just hurt yourself. Throw a slip from my throat. Cool, slimy like a serpent. But... Yahiko suddenly throws himself at Shoji, tackling close to the train. Ruri tenses but doesn't move. Get off! No, you're not in your right mind, Soji. Soji sucks him straight in the jaw. Yahiko flinches backward but keeps his grip secure as he drags himself to his feet. Train blares his incoming approach. What is he doing? Shoji wriggles in his grasp, snapping at his feet at Yahiko's knees, but Yahiko refuses to buckle. He stumbles close to the tracks, ignoring Shoji's fingernails praying at his hands. No, 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 no! Stop fighting me! Let go! Ruri clutches my arm, staring pleadingly at me. We need to help! We can't. What? No, we need to call police, hospital, someone. It's too late. Lights flare in the tunnel and the train barrels closer. Ruri slumps against my chest, eyes blank. Shoji bridges his feet against the ground as Yahiko staggers to the edge. They're screaming now, half of the words are indistinguishable. Drowned by the roaring horn. Killed, just stood, watched. Not your fault. I'm a disgusting liar. Finally, Yahiko wrenches his arms. Shoji teeters over the edge, limbs thrown back. Train thunders forward. Oh! Holy fuckballs! Holy fuckballs! Oh my god! Catch a glimpse of Yahiko's face, transfixed with twisted horror, for the train pulls to stop between us. What happened? Yama, what? My head begins to spin as the red pulses before my eyes. Oh no, no! Yama, listen to me. You're okay. You'll be fine. Someone backwards, my hands groping for a wall, a bench, anything. My stomach writhes with nausea. We're in Osamu, Yama. We're in the train station. You can breathe. You're okay. The smell of iron and smoke pummels my nostrils. My vision twists into monochrome. Ruri fades out of sight, her words blurry in my ears. Fine. Don't. Okay. Here. I fall away from reality. The screams that pass by ringing in my ears. Dude, that was fucked up. Here, I'll give you a shot. Eep, I hate shots. It's okay, this one won't hurt. Are you sure? Well, not too much. Circle, circle, dot, dot, dot. Now you've got a cootie shot. So I won't die? Yeah, that's what shots do, right? Yeah, thanks, sis. What was that? Hey, what's going on? Mind where you're driving. I can't help it. Good heavens, what is out here? Ice, lots of it. Sweepers must have been delayed. Well, pull over. Stop. Do something. Just sit tight and be quiet. I need to concentrate. Misu, I don't like the bus. We'll be fine. Don't worry. No! Crunch. Yama. Dude, did they fall into the... Ooh! Ooh! Holy fuckballs. It's okay. Get off, sis. I can't breathe. Mizu, get... Ugh. Why aren't you moving? Please, sis. Officer, kid, alive, back. Wow. Air pocket looks like glass. Quick, get... Holy fuckballs. Man, this game just got messed up. Did it get him too? The girl? Didn't. Instantaneous. Sir, civilians, escort away. Give back, yeah. Oh god, no, Hana. Ryoshi, where's, please? My eyes shoot open and I clutch at my chest, coughing violently. A hand immediately grips my shoulder and I feel something cold and solid in my lips. Glass. Water. It goes up violently, throat burning as it slips into my stomach. My vision finally begins to clear. I'm bundled up in a large comforter reclined against my sofa. Rui is kneeling in front of me, her expression reddened with concern. She hesitantly brushes her fingertips against my forehead. They feel like ice. You're burning up. Shuri's back into the kitchen. I hear the comforting gurgle of a faucet. The warm scent of chicken broth drifts through the air. What happened? The words escape from my throat in a croaky groan. Rui quickly returns and slips the newly filled glass into my hand. Sip at it. Slower this time. You were in shock. You lapsed twice as we came to your apartment. Thankfully, you didn't faint until we got here. I mean, Yahiko and Shoji. She freezes, her expression flickering in pain. I didn't see. Everyone rushed out of the train to see what happened. There were police, ambulances, reporters. It was a mess. I narrowed my eyes at her. Her hands are clasped tightly, shaking in her lap. Nervousness? Definitely. From trauma? Not quite. Are you hiding something from me, Rui? They arrested Yahiko. What? He's currently being detained at the station. How long have I been out? My chest suddenly seizes, pushing me into a coughing fit. Rui disappears to the kitchen, comes back with a bowl of steaming chicken noodle soup. Eat this. I worked a spoon of food into my mouth, but my hands are shaking uncontrollably. Rapid thoughts, one after another, pounding at my head. Did Yahiko just kill someone? Did Shoji just die before my eyes? Oh, let me. She takes the bowl from my grasp, holding the spoon before my lips. Beating me? Really? I mean, what else am I supposed to do? Let you starve? She quickly jams the spoon in my mouth. The warm, savory liquid soothes my throat, and I instinctively hum in approval. It's good. Well, duh. A thought dawns on me as I take another spoonful of soup. What happened to your luggage? Luggage? You're going back home. Oh, well, plans change. That's tend to happen when you see someone die. Does Masato know? I don't know. You haven't told him? Well, where's he been? Has he contacted you? No! No, he hasn't, okay? And he won't. She grips the bowl in both hands, her shoulders slumping. For the first time, I notice how tired she looks. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have yelled at you. No, it's okay. But what's happening to all of us? How are you feeling? Fine. I see the bloodshot veins in her eyes and the deep shadows to her skin, and there's no left to her smile. Liar. Come here. I take the bowl from her hands and place it on the ground, then slide an arm around her shoulder, rubbing it gently. It seems to collapse inwardly, hiding her face in her hands. Why? Why is this happening? It's okay. I don't understand. First it's with Masato, then Akira, then Yahiko. Everyone's leaving. Leaving? Don't worry, I won't leave. She laughs at my words and wipes her sleeve across her face. Well, it's not like anyone else would put up with you, right? Right. Her mood seemed to lighten, but her brow flickers in concern. You saw Mizu, didn't you? And not silently, trying to swallow past a lump in my throat. Yeah. And? It's okay, this wasn't the first time. I tried to pass this off as a joke, but Rui grows deathly still. What? Maybe this wasn't a good idea. What am I supposed to say? I nearly drowned yesterday? Never mind. Yama, tell me what happened. Now. Her eyes pierce through me and her mouth is set in a hard frown. Looks like I should have just come clean. I almost drowned yesterday. You know, the Rainbow River? Shoji was drowning. I thought I could save him. But, that river, I know. It was the very first reason why my family had moved away from Isamu. Because of what happened in that river. The river that, miles farther upstream, bordered a certain elementary school. I've been born and raised in Isamu, and I had a sibling. But after the accident in the river, a frightening bush crash that resulted in around 30 casualties, well, we didn't stick around, so we moved. Nice town, 3 hours away, a quiet place called Seto, where we were supposed to start over. A town where I met Rui Misaki. But then, when Rui's parents found jobs in the prosperous metropolis of Isamu, they couldn't hesitate to take them. And when they were still working through the aftermath of the recession, so Rui came to Isamu, and I came with her. Back to the cursed city and its cursed river. You know how dangerous that river can be. Why would you even... You can't even swim. Yeah, well, there's a reason it turned out the way it did. And when were you going to tell me this? The edge of her voice alerts me to just how distressed she is. Is it really such a big deal? You could have died. Well, I didn't. That's not the problem, Yami. You don't tell me anything. Her sudden outburst stuns me into silence. She grips my shoulders, fingers curling through the comforter and digging into my arms. You're always hiding things. I never know what's going on. Don't you trust me? Why? Why? Her voice is shaking. I work to speak past the numbness on my tongue. I don't hide anything from... And what about Shiguri? What about the investigation? What about the serial murders? What about... Chris, my shirt, tears dripping to my comforter. You haven't told me anything, that you've been staying up late, that these things keep happening to you. I don't know what you've been doing after school. I don't even see you around. I blurt out the one thing on my mind. How do you know about the investigation? Is that what's important right now? You're investigating serial killings, Yama, and you don't have any training or anything. And you're just a kid. You can't do that. Can't do what? Can't do everything? Can't do anything? Has there ever been something that I could do? Not a good student, not a good son, not a good investigator. Tell me, Rui, is there anything I am good at? You know, being an average student is just fine if it keeps you alive. I can't live like that. Keep this up, you're not going to live at all. Don't you get it? I'm fine with that. What are you even saying? I'm sick of being useless. My anger is burning into my mouth. I'm spewing whatever comes in my head. Why have you stuck around me, huh? Why have you stuck with such an incompetent excuse for a human being? You sure don't get anything from it? The only thing you're incompetent at is telling me when important stuff happens in your life. Like, oh, I don't know, the fact that you almost drowned yesterday? Am I really even a friend to you? What kind of friend? What is a friend? Someone who makes you feel nice and cozy? Is that why you were with me? Sticking around someone you know you're better than? At everything? Probably made you feel really good about yourself. Shut up! What the fuck are you doing, dude? You don't even know what's been happening. You don't even care. You don't even ask. You just sit back and do nothing. Do nothing. I no longer see the need to expend resources on a worthless assistant. Why don't you try at anything? You're the genius, figure it out. Rage flows to the top of my fingers. I can feel venom sticking over my tongue. I do nothing. I surrender my apartment and twiddle my thumbs all day. Yep, that's me. That's Yami Shimoto. What a kid. What a stupid, arrogant kid. Did nothing while his older sister, would have had so much potential. Yama, you know what if she wanted to be? A defense attorney at 9 years old. She didn't even know what it was. She asked her parents what the best job to protect people was, and they said a lawyer. So she had her set on being a lawyer. Meanwhile, what did Yama want to be? Good old Yami Shimoto wanted to be a, wait for it, tree. Yes, I kid you not, a tree. Kind with leaves and trunk and all that crap. Why? Because trees were tall and green, and he thought, well, those attributes were pretty cool at the time. Stupid, isn't it? You know what would have been better? If Yama died and Mizu had lived. I would have liked that. Wouldn't you have liked that? Don't blame yourself for that, Yama. It wasn't your fault that she died. It was the blizzard, the bus driver, the sweepers. You shouldn't have been on the bus in the first place. I'd like to think that. I really would. And maybe for a while I did. Clenched my hands until my nails are digging grooves that have bit my palm. But you know what? Someone kept bringing it up. What? You could have left me alone. You could have let me forget, but you didn't let me. Why? Why do you keep nagging me? Why are you so insistent on sticking around me? Every day, every hour, every minute. What? I can't do anything on my own now? It always needs to be with you? Tears fill her eyes and spill into her cheeks. My eyes and throat are burning. My tongue feels like it's on fire, but I can't stop. I was fine. Life was fine. And then you came. You made me think of her. Do you like it when I suffer? Do you like me seeing me in pain? Well, congratulations, because you did an excellent job. My head swivels harshly to the side, cheeks smashing from the impact of Rui's palm. Stares angrily at me, tears dripping from her chin onto the carpet. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for caring for you. I'm sorry for sticking up for you. I'm sorry for spending time with you. Sorry for being such a terrible burden. And I'm sorry for myself for putting up with such an ignorant, thankless person all these years. Every word sucks me right in the gut, even though she speaks quietly. Thanks for being honest with me. I didn't realize that I was such a horrible person. Horrible for worrying about you. Horrible for being upset when you could have died yesterday. I wouldn't have known it all. But by all means, keep telling me. It's not like I know my own faults or anything. She storms to the front door, slinging a backpack over her shoulder. Goodbye, Ishimoto. She slams the door behind her, leaving me in frigid silence. Anger. Dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? Anger burns from my stomach to the tips of my fingers. I'm seized by a wild urge to grab something, anything, and smash it against the ground. But anything I look at, I can't bring myself to break. I glance out the window. Rui's already heading out the gate. I toss on a light jacket and tear down the stairs, grind to a halt at the gate and making a sharp turn to the opposite gate. The only way to expel this is a walk. A nice, long, preferably death-inducing walk. Breaking to a run as the cold air hits my face. I was fine. I was perfectly fine. Rui was the one who freaked out. She's always been that way. Always nagging me. Always giving me a hard time. She felt excluded? Who was the person who went home yesterday? Who was the person who never talked to me? Who was the person who made me run around the Isamu forest saying she'd been brutally murdered? That was on you, dude. I just can't take it anymore. Any of it. Close my eyes and pick up my speed. Feeling the wind blister my face. My lungs plead for air. My heart is throbbing painfully against my chest, but I don't bother stopping. Here we go, District 6, the dead of night. Perfect place for an ignorant, thankless me. Damn it. Drop against the wall, fighting for breath. A couple shady figures eye me from the alleyways, but when I meet their gaze, they turn away. Wouldn't mind a fight. I honestly wouldn't. It'd feel good. Maybe. Cathartic. Good old fist to the face. Maybe I'd die. I deserve it. I shouldn't have said those words. It didn't matter that I was angry. It didn't matter that I felt unjustified. Rui didn't deserve words like that. Not when she's been by my side. Not when she's been my only friend. It just hurt. Even she acknowledged that I couldn't do anything correctly. You're supposed to support me, to believe in me, right? Uh-oh. Haru? Why would he be pinging me? How did he get my number? How is this number on my phone? Is this part of a left I don't remember? Maybe he set his caller ID to be public. Well, that's strange, to say the least, especially for a student. And why is he in District 6? Wait, I saw nothing to indicate it was him. Cautious front indicator, keeping to the shadows as I approach. Around the corner of the denoted alleyway, but... What? No, not now. No. You're a coward. We'll see about that. Oh, dude. Shouldn't even be here. No, really? Don't you dare tell anyone. Why not? Look, no one can know about this. Scared someone will find out? Dude, what the fuck is going on? All this time. I should have known. Why? Why? I jolted awake, frantically clinging to my bedpost. My vision is still swimming. My mouth dry with bitter aftertastes of anxiety medication. No, of all the times it had to be then. Squeezed my eyes shut in a vain attempt to recall the images that had just passed my retinas. But they're already gone. What happened? Why did I see a mutilated body? What did I see Yahiko? What did I talk about? What the hell happened? Don't tell me it was Yahiko. No! Not pure innocent Yahiko. Aww. Don't tell me that. No. Not Yahiko. Not Yahiko. Please don't let it be Yahiko. Oh, it's gonna be Yahiko, isn't it? Don't let it be Yahiko. I struggle to roll out of bed, but my limbs are frozen with terror, placid as sheets beneath my racing heartbeat. You're a coward. Who was that? Who said that? Why did they say it? How? How did I? No. Seizing my phone, looking through my messages, my calls, anything, a clue, a hint, a status update. Oh crap, it's morning. Alright, well, we'll get through this and we'll call it a day. Only find an email. If you happen to find yourself in the midst of many strange events, don't worry. There are many who believe in you. Don't forget who you are and don't forget who you are not. Ah yes, mystery emailer. The one who only started contacting me right after my first lapse in years. The one who seems to know exactly what I'm facing, even though I don't know who they are. What a convenient response, almost as if it's exactly what I need to hear. Shut my phone, tussling it as far away from me as possible. Who am I during these lapses? Doctors, of course, have their own answers. Just unusual brain injury from the accident. You'll suffer brief lapses during times of stress when your memory is transitioning from short to long term. Wouldn't change anything about you, they said. You're still yourself, they said. It's just a little memory blip, they said. Maybe they were paid to tell me that. After all, no one wants to hear that they could have an uncontrollable alter ego who might very well be a serial killer. Can't trust anyone. Can't even trust myself. What am I doing while I'm sleeping? I think I'm sleeping. I lie still, fighting to keep my mind steady as I survey my next course of action. What do? Record myself? Confine myself? Report myself? What can I do if I find out that I might be the very person I'm trying to track? And with that, we're calling it a day. Gotta keep you on your toes. Wait with anticipation of what happens next. Because that means I have to wait with anticipation too! I don't want to wait. But we gotta. And so with that, I bid you all adieu. As always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have a wonderful day.